Hey guys, what's up? Andrew Swift here with the Boss ES8 effects switching system. Now this system is really cool because it allows you to hook up all your pedals that are on your pedal board into one centralized unit and switch them from there. There are two modes on the ES8. There's a manual mode and then there's also a memory mode, and you can tell which mode you're in by the color of the light. So right now we're in the memory mode because the lights are blue. If I push this button right here, we're going to go over to the manual mode. The difference between the two modes is that the manual mode allows you to have a centralized place to switch all of your effects on and off, just as you would if you were using them regularly on a pedal board. So in the effects chain that I have here today, in the first loop slot I have the OC3 Super Octave, the second slot I have the Blues Driver, the BD2, the third slot I have the CS3 Compressor and Sustainer, the fourth slot I have the Super Chorus, the CH1. Then I have the Boss DD500 in loop 7. Loop 7 is a mono send and stereo return, so that's the way I have this set up here. And then in loop 8, which is a stereo send and a stereo return, I have the RV6 reverb pedal. I also have a couple of expression pedals down here on the floor. The ES8 allows you to have 2 expression pedals as well as several control pedal inputs. So the expression pedals are set up to control the delay modulation and also the reverb volume. And I'm also controlling the Boss DD500 via MIDI using the ES8, which I'll show you when we get into the memory mode. So the manual mode, you can just turn pedals on and off as you would on a regular pedal board. So here is my straight clean signal, playing into a Roland JC40. The first slot, again, I have the octave. Okay, Blues Driver. And so on and so forth. So the real magic in the ES8 lies with the memory mode, where you're able to set up patches of combined effects. So this first patch I have kind of like a country sound set up, and I'm using the CS3 Compressor Sustainer, a little bit of slapback echo on the DD500, and then also the RV6 for some reverb. So let's check that out. So I'm going to move over to my second preset where I have the Super Octave setup as well as the BD2, and I've set it up for a little drop D action. So with just one press of a button there, I was able to turn off the delay, turn off the compressor, turn on the Super Octave, turn on the Blues Driver. And I had the reverb set as well. And I could adjust the level of the reverb with the EV5 expression pedal. So over in preset 3, I wanted to show you how I can use the expression pedal to change the modulation on the delay on the DD500 delay. So 3 is a clean sound that I have set up with the CS3 and a vintage digital delay emulation with modulation, the RV6, and then the expression pedal controlling the modulation. So I'm just going to disengage my pitch-based effects here so that I can tune up. All right, let me go back. All right, here we go. So as you can hear, as I move the expression pedal that the rate of the modulation increases. I'm going to back it off on the delay repeats. Which is a really nice effect for creating pads. So I'm going to step over to preset number 4 right here. Now this is a lead sound that I have set up with some of the gain from the Blues Driver. I have some chorus, some delay, and then also the RV6. And I'm going to be using the expression pedal, the second expression pedal that's connected to the RV6 to show you how I can control the volume of the reverb using that. And all that expression control data is being handled by the ES8. So turn my reverb off basically now. There it is full on, and I can find a balance in between if I want. There's also one other thing that I did want to demonstrate with this preset. So right now, this preset I have, my sound set up. I can switch over into manual mode. I'm in the memory mode. I can switch over to manual, and now I can have control over all of my effects. What makes this cool is that, say I wanted to take the gain out, so I would just turn that off. Okay, if I wanted to put the compressor on and play some chords. And then came time for my solo, whatever. I have control and I can modify those patches on the fly, which is a really cool feature. And then as soon as I go back to the memory mode, and if I switch back to that patch, you can see it's exactly as it was when it was originally set up. Okay, so we're going to go over to the last patch that I've created, and this is patch 5. And this is simply a clean sound that has the octave, it has some chorus, and let me see what else. A little compression in there and reverb. Okay, so the octave is set, the OC3 is set in the poly mode, which means that I can really change the range of the octave effect. So it comes in up until about, I think this F sharp, you can hear it a little bit in there. But what that enables me to do is it enables me to play chords with the bass line at the bottom. Okay, and all of that I'm controlling just with one press of a stomp switch on the ES8. So the Boss ES8 is a very flexible switching system that you can easily integrate into your pedal board, gives you a huge amount of control, even over effects that are able to be switched by MIDI. You can change patches and change programs, change parameters. So it's a great central brain, if you will, to your pedal board setup. So there you have it, Boss ES8. Thanks for watching.